Good afternoon and welcome to another fun and fascinating episode of Chamber TV. Topics for today's program include the upcoming special Maryland legislative session, the second annual Business Health Awards program, some interesting local business factoids, and much, much more. Now, a big round of applause. Here are your hosts, Joe Porpiglia and Jessica Hibbard.
Welcome everyone to episode 10 of Chamber TV. We're switching up co-hosts again. Joe Porpiglia's performance was so stellar in July that I think he has his own fan club now. John will be back in November, but until then it's a pleasure to be working with you again, Joe.
Well, thank you, Jessica, and welcome everyone. But before we begin, you did mention the fan club, and I do want to let you know that for those of you that have asked for it, we do have production starting, and it will be out shortly. For the Joe P. bobblehead will be coming out shortly, so hold off on the ordering and we will get those started. So welcome all.
Wow. Well, if you're watching online, you've already found our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Facebook. Search for Frederick Chamber TV. We have a frederickchamber.tv website where we are definitely going to post a picture of that. You can also join the conversation on Twitter by using the Chamber TV hashtag.
All right, well, moving on to Positively Frederick, which is the Chamber's community blog. Anyone can submit a story about something good that happened in Frederick County.
This month's featured story is about two Chamber members. PNC Bank recently made a contribution to Frederick Community College. PNC's donation is going to help FCC provide childcare so students who are also parents can attend classes. Pretty cool. You can read the whole story on the Positively Frederick blog at positivelyfrederick.org.
Boy, that kind of contribution can have a huge impact on the area. And it's always great to hear about Chamber members working together. If you've had a great experience at work, at home, or while visiting Frederick County, submit your story online at positivelyfrederick.org. Now, moving on, the Chamber is gearing up for its largest annual event. This is the 16th Annual Expo, and it's on Tuesday, September 27th.
That's right. We have 107 exhibitors, 17 sponsors, 11 Taste of the Expo stations, 7 presenters, Joe is one, and dozens of volunteers lined up to participate this year. We're preparing for more than 1,000 attendees.
And the exciting part is this expo is free and it's open to the public. So if you have friends or other business colleagues who were not smart enough yet to join the Chamber, please tell them to come. You don't have to register in advance, but if you pre-register on the Chamber website, we'll send you an email reminder. And God knows some of us need reminders before the event so that you don't forget. We'll also make sure you're entered to win prizes offered by the Chamber.
Yes, prizes are pretty awesome this year. We hope you'll join us for the Expo on September 27th. This year's location is 194 Thomas Johnson Drive. It's the former Antique Station building, and we'll be there from 9 to 3.
Now, Jessica likes to shake things up, so we've done a little bit of a change, and we've moved now to Frederick factoids.
We just wanted to create a challenge for you.
Well, we normally have been sharing facts and figures about the Chamber, but we've decided to mix things up a bit with a Frederick factoid.
Yeah, I mean, it's more fun to talk about Frederick than to talk about ourselves. So, Barb, the Chamber's receptionist, is a gold mine of information about Frederick history. She recently told us in a staff meeting that most of the small towns in Frederick County are about 7 miles apart. She says she's heard this is because 7 miles was the distance that a lady could travel by horse to shop in a neighboring town and still have time to get back by dark. So you can impress your friends and family at the next cocktail party with that Frederick factoid.
That's an impressive fact to know.
Pretty interesting, yeah.
I've got to find out what she does with all her time. All right, if you attend the expo, you'll notice that there's a great series of seminars on workplace wellness. So we're getting serious now.
Yes,
okay.
Serious.
That's because the Chamber and Frederick Regional Health Systems are gearing up for the 2nd Annual Business Health Awards.
That's right. It's a great opportunity to talk about workplace wellness. Please help us welcome Sadie Wolf from Frederick Regional Health Systems. Thanks for told you we'd roll you in. Sure did.
So, welcome, Sadie. What is workplace wellness, and what do you look for on applications that are sent to you?
Okay, well, to put it simple, workplace wellness is all about employers encouraging their employees to live a healthy and active lifestyle. The Business Health Awards Selection Committee really looks for employers that are offering programs that include some of the following: health education, fitness, health assessment, wellness benefits, and also, are they providing these services to their employees for a cost, or are they free?
Okay. So some of last year's winners offered some really great wellness programs for their employees. I remember at the reception there were some really cool ideas shared. So what were some of the most innovative and cost-effective ideas?
We were really impressed with last year's applications. We had so many different diverse programs that they were offering, and a lot of them were really innovative and cost-effective. So much so that I actually brought an entire list with me that I'll actually just hit some of the main points. I can say almost every applicant had some type of Biggest Loser series. Very simple, but yet very cost-effective.
So competition.
Competition.
Okay.
And if it wasn't a Biggest Loser competition, they did some type of other fitness challenge. One employer had a Walk Around the World campaign where they're really encouraging their employees to get out on breaks and on their lunches, and even after work, to just walk. In a 2-month period, they walked over 14,000 miles. And that was just in the beginning of the process. I think after the award ceremony was over, I think it was over 25,000, if not higher than that, miles that they had walked.
Wow.
We also had, some did a 3-month personal fitness challenge to promote heart disease and awareness. There was tons of educational programs that employers had offered. A lot of them were web-based. Little health blogs, health tips, recipes. All these are simple little things that do not cost a lot for your employers to do, but you're really encouraging, your employees to get out there and start living healthy.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, as a business person, what really happens when employees aren't healthy? What type of returns? Because oftentimes the business has to think about that. What kind of returns can they expect to see when they really do implement a wellness program?
Well, the simple thing is when employees are not healthy, they're sick. That means they're missing work, they're absent, which means a decrease in productivity. They're not there, schedules get behind. And ultimately, it leads to a higher cost for the employee, not only with the loss of productivity, but the increase in healthcare premiums that the employer is facing. On the other hand, though, healthy employees are happy, and happy employees are typically at work. There's a lack of presenteeism. They might, that's also actually, what unhealthy employees are. Those who are not happy in their job. They might physically be there, but they're not really doing their job. They're, surfing the web or who knows what else.
I never do that.
Never. But we found that, healthy employees, there's a, decrease in that as well. But, and also increase in productivity. They're there, they're healthy, they're happy, they're getting things done. So, which ultimately leads to the goal of the reduction of healthcare premium costs. So, it's kind of funny, all the things that sick employees, cost the company is the opposite of what healthy employees do. So, it's really just by doing the simple things of just encouraging your employees, to live healthy, to get out there, to be active, can really shape the cost for the company.
So it's actually a very good investment.
It is a very good investment.
Okay.
Terrific.
Well, thank you, Sadie.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you, Sadie. If you're interested in learning more about the Business Health Awards and applying for those for your own company, there's a link on our website. It's frederickchamber.org.
All right, well now one of my favorite segments, Member-to-Member Spotlight. Everyone likes to save money. Well, we have a couple of member-to-member coupons to spotlight this month.
Yes, we have a couple brand new discounts. Fall weather is almost here, so you can make sure your heating systems are ready for winter at work and at home. You can save 10% off the annual preventative maintenance agreement with Holtzapfel Heating and Air Conditioning.
And certainly one of my favorites, the Canal Bar and Grill is one of our newest members. And if you print the coupon online and you save 10% off your check when visiting Sunday through Wednesday. So think about it. On a Sunday, watch the games, order some great food, maybe have a beer or two, and then at the end get 10% off your check. Fabulous deal.
Not too shabby. You can find these discounts and many more on our website. Visit frederickchamber.org and click on the red button that says member-to-member coupons.
All right, now we go to the front burner. All righty.
Indeed.
Many people don't realize this, but all chambers are independent organizations. Each chamber creates its own budget, programs, events, and legislative agenda.
That's right. We do often partner with other chambers, and one of our strongest allies is the Maryland Chamber. We're thrilled to have Will Burns, Communications Director at the Maryland Chamber, with us today to talk about advocacy programs and how our chambers work together.
I'm thrilled to be here, but I'm holding out for the Rick Adams.
That hurts, Will. All right, well, there's a special legislative session actually starting in mid-October. Why did the Maryland General Assembly, why are they meeting actually outside their normal January through April session?
They have to go into a special session this year to redraw the congressional districts. Every 10 years as part of the census, they redraw the districts. Maryland moved this primary up, so they have to have the districts redrawn by January 11th.
Oh, okay. Well, the Maryland Chamber is doing a tour around the state to help local chambers keep their members informed. What types of concerns are you hearing from businesses as you travel around?
So I think you really hear the same thing wherever you go. Businesses want predictability, and with the threats of new taxes every year in and year out, they're unsure of the competitive environment in which they're participating in. So
right, you can't even make your budget if you don't know what the taxes are going to be.
And it's really tough. And last time we had a special session, you may remember they enacted a computer services sales tax. So all the technology companies around the state, there was a new tax imposed on them. Luckily, we were able to get it repealed the next year. So predictability is a big issue. Another big issue, particularly for businesses in areas impacted by BRAC, is transportation funding. For years, the state's been taking money out of the Transportation Trust Fund and moving it to the general fund to backfill deficits. So businesses who need good infrastructure to ensure the movement of products and services and workforce really care about transportation funding as well. We need to protect the money that goes into the Transportation Trust Fund.
Yeah, infrastructure is one of our big concerns here as well.
Well, we'll actually be hosting the Maryland Chamber's legislative briefing in Frederick on Tuesday, October 4th. It's a free breakfast, and we encourage members to attend. Now, what else can Frederick companies do to stay informed?
Well, I mean, just stay involved with the Frederick County Chamber. That's the most important thing. You can visit chamberactionnetwork.com. That's where we post all of our legislative news. And there's also a link in the Frederick County Chamber's weekly legislative email that will take you directly to that site. You can also follow the Maryland Chamber on Twitter at MD Chamber.
Terrific. We will keep everybody informed. Thank you, Will.
Sure.
Thanks for
you,
coming. Registration is already open for that breakfast on October 4th. You can sign up online at frederickchamber.org.
And it's free this time.
It's free breakfast, and you can learn something and protect yourself from, you know, who knows what kinds of taxes they'll be sneaking on us this time. So.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot going on this month. Make sure you check your chamber website, frederickchamber.org, to see and check on all the upcoming events and register for them.
Yes, that's the key. We hope to see you at the expo. When you're there, stop and visit our special expo correspondent, Sean Morrissey from Key 103, who will be happy to interview you for a special bonus episode of Chamber TV. We'll be posting updates online at frederickchamber.tv.
God, is this really the end?
It's...
Wow.
We're
all right,
wrapping
well,
up.
Thanks for tuning in to our 10th episode. A lucky member of our studio audience will win today's prize, a ticket to, well, actually there's two prizes today. The first one is a ticket to our November lunch exchange, and also a second winner will win a gift certificate. We did put my business card in, didn't we? Okay. A gift certificate at Olive's Restaurant. So it does... real advantage to coming to these shows and watching it live. This month's show is made possible by the following donors and sponsors.
Randy Gray is our announcer.
Kelly Beach is our producer.
Prize packs for our live studio audience were provided by Dyneport Vaccine Company, Frederick Memorial Healthcare, the Callos Companies, Giant Eagle, Self Storage Plus, Mother Martins, First Call Office Products, and ACCE.
Catering for our studio audience and for the two of us as soon as this is over was provided by Olive's Restaurant on Market Street in downtown Frederick.
And as always, Baltimore Coffee is our episode sponsor.
Thank you to everyone who's here with us today, and thank you for tuning in.
Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, October 21st at 1 p.m. We'll be right here in the Chamber Training Room, and you're welcome to join us. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.